was in the forward position on the running board. And we made the turn onto Elm, and we started down Elm toward the triple underpass. And I'm looking over to my left, and there's this grassy area, and there were a few people, not a lot. And I was looking, if straight ahead of us, there was this railroad over the top of this highway. We were going to go underneath it. And there were people up there, but there were also some police up there. We hadn't noticed anything about the building itself, this Texas School Book Depository. We did know that there were, I think, 3 windows open on that side, but we didn't see anything that was unusual. So I was scanning, and then all of a sudden I hear this explosive noise over my right shoulder. I didn't recognize it as a gunshot immediately, because apparently there was some echo in that area. So, but I started to turn toward that noise. My head, I just started to turn to my right. But I only got as far as the presidential car, because I saw what the president did. The president was sitting in the right rear, and all of a sudden he went like this, and then he grabbed his throat and started to fall to his left. I then realized that it was a gunshot. So I jumped from my position on the followed car with the intent of running and getting up on top of the presidential vehicle, the rear of it there, to form a shield there so that nothing additional could happen. I had to jump off the car, and right to my left was a motorcycle officer. And I was running, and I didn't hear anything at that time, but they told me later, while I ran, there was another shot. As I approached the president's car, I was just about grabbing the handle, and I hear another shot. I not only heard that one, I felt it, because the president at that time, he had fallen to his left farther like this. Mrs. Kennedy's, her right cheek was right up against his left, and he was down like in this position, and the bullet hit him back here, but it came out here. It erupted right here, and a portion of the skull just flipped up, and it was being held by the scalp, and it just flapped forward, and there was a hole in the skull, and I could see in that hole when I got up on top of there. But Mrs. Kennedy came up in the trunk at that time. She was trying to grab some of the material that came out of this wound, because there was blood and brain matter, bone fragments, all kinds of stuff. And so I got a hold of her, and I put her in the back seat. Then he fell farther to his left. The president fell with his head in her lap, and the right side was up, so I could see in this wound, and all the brain matter was gone in that area, just completely gone, and his eyes were fixed, and I assumed he was dead. It was fatal. Right there. There was an instantaneous death.